our channel where we discuss the news for March 2024 in the off-roading industry specifically. If you've got something new to share with us, please do, and you can mail it to us at info@offcourse4x4.com or yappy@offcourse4x4.com. What we're going to look at today is the petrol price for March, and very curiously, we're going to dive a little bit into the tax side of the petrol price and how that's made up, and how much we're paying government for every drop of liter we add to our petrol tank. Then there's some new car launches. We will look at the Toyota launch, and then from GWM, a very curious new launch there. Then we're going to dive into the February new car sales figures in South Africa. And then there's specifically alarm bells for the high-end car makers in South Africa, as they got a serious drop in figures in sales from over the past few years. And if I share the figures with you, you're going to get the fright there. What do you think is 73% of new cars pricing above what amount would that start in South Africa? And then which cars are selling best? The bakkies in South Africa. Volkswagen discontinue the entry-level Amarok. And we're going to dive into why that is happening and what is the reasoning behind that. And the new petrol price was announced. We're all going to suffer at the pumps this month off the back of an underperformance in the Rand US dollar exchange rate in February, coupled with the rising international oil prices. Fuel prices are going up by a minimum of R1.06 per litre. According to the Department of Mineral Resources and Energy, the Rand appreciated against the US dollar from an average of $18.765 to $19.0186 per dollar over the course of last month, leading to a contribution of 17.71 cent a litre and 18.74 cent a litre to the basic premium prices of petrol and diesel respectively. At the same time, international oil prices rose from approximately $78.70 a barrel US dollars on 1st of February to around $83.62 US dollars a barrel by the 29th. Furthermore, the decommissioning of the Kroonstad pipeline on 31st December 2023 has affected the transport tariffs of fuel to 4 magistral district zones comprising 8 cent, 9 cent, 10 cents and 11 cents. If you inland, 93 petrol is going to cost you 24 Rand 13 more or less. And if you are coastal, it's going to be 23.41. 95 octane, you're going to look at 24 Rand 45. Inland and coastal, it's going to be 23 Rand 73. Diesel inland, you're going to look at 22 Rand 42 inland and 21 Rand 70 on the coast, and also 22.62 inland and 21.93 coastal. Then comes the tax adjustments for April. In his annual speech, the Finance Minister Enoch Gondwana announced that there will be no changes to the country's general fuel levy, the GFL and the Road Accident Fund levy of 2024. The minister referred to current cost of living crisis as the motivation for government to halt rate hikes for the year on the two biggest levies imposed on fuels in South Africa. And he estimates that doing so will bring tax relief to the tune of 4 billion for local motorists. However, he said the carbon fuel levy, which is included as an add-on to the GFL, will increase from 10 cent to 11 cent a litre per petrol, and for 11 cent a litre to 14 cent a litre for diesel. These alterations will take effect in April when the new financial year kicks off. While the GFL and the RAF levy are being kept static for now. So what does the petrol tax entail for us? What I want to show you is the following. If you drive a bakkie, the average tank size for a bakkie is 79 litres. Cost with taxes, you look at 1,844 to fill up that bakkie of 79 litres. Cost without taxes, if we haven't had taxes, we would have paid 1,350 Rand to fill up the same bakkie. So we're giving the government a mere little amount of 488 Rand. SUVs, average is 65. liters that you would get. So we're giving the government just a 402 Rand per tank. And then if you drove a MPV for 56 liters, you would give the government a contribution of 346 Rand. Not bad, eh? Okay, there are new vehicles that's launching here in March. The Toyota Hilux. The new Toyota Hilux and Fortuner launching in South Africa this March with some photos. Toyota is launching the mild hybrid MHEV versions of the admirable Hilux and Fortuner in the next few weeks. And that is the 2.8 GD6 double cabs and then also the new Hilux GR Sport 3. Now the new Hilux comes with a mild hybrid specification, the MHEV powertrain. Got a GD6 turbo diesel engine that puts out 150 kilowatts and 500 Newton meters with a 48 volt battery electric motor, generator and DC converter. The semi-electrical setup boasts a few tangible advantages over the current driveline in that it supplies 12 kilowatt and 65 Newton meters of boost when pulling away from standstill to allow for a quicker and smoother acceleration. And then it cuts the average fuel consumption by about 5% through an advanced start-stop engine and a reduction in idling speed of 600 revolutions per minute. So your hybrid specification styling cues for the Toyota MHEVs are minimal and include small 48V stickers below badges on the exterior. Inside the cabin, there were no obvious indications of the electrified underpinnings in the pre-production models. But if you see the 48 volt, then you will see that is the hybrid. MHEV will available in both Raider and Legend guises. Future buyers can expect the Bakkie to come with automatic LED headlights, LED fog lamps, 17-inch alloy wheels, side steps, leather multifunction steering wheel and central touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto support, dual zone air conditioning, cruise control, front and rear parking sensors, hill assist control, downhill control, trailer sway control and ABS with brake assist. For the Fortuner, very similar as we have with the Bakkie. We can look forward to this new generation Toyota coming. GWM, and you will not believe this car, the new Tank 300, the 4x4 that's going to surprise you with a lot. There's a gentleman in Australia that took a GWM Tank 300 and he fitted that with 35-inch tires and he made it a little bit more off-road friendly. And I can tell you what, this vehicle is stunning off-road. The Nissan, it went up against on dunes and it kicked its butt. And the Tank 300 is available in 3 specifications. The hybrid electrical vehicle. So just like the Toyota Fortuner and the Toyota GD6 Bakkie, it comes with a hybrid electric vehicle with a 2-liter turbocharged petrol engine. This gives you a substantial 255 kilowatt and 648 Newton meters. Here it's at Gertseklip, where it's going out on Gertseklip at the Volt 4x4. Nice little SUV, good looking vehicle, and it's something we can look forward to. Now there are driving modes for standard, economic, sport, snow, mud and sand. It comes with off-road cruise control, which is easy to set up with a switch behind the wheel, which you can flick up or down to adjust your speed. And then a 360-degree camera system, which can project 3 different images on the touchscreen, where you can see on the side, on the front and on the rear. So the GWM, as from cars.co.za, it will start the following price ranges. It will kick off with a Tank 300 2-liter turbo 8-speed automatic transmission, which is called the 4x4 Super Luxury, which will be priced at 725,950. And for that, you're going to get a 4-cylinder petrol engine, which will give you 167 kilowatt and 387 Newton meters through an 8-speed automatic transmission gearbox. You will get the combined fuel consumption listed as 9.5 liters per 100 kilometers. Next up is your Tank 300 2-liter turbo ultra luxury, which will start at 775,950 with the same motor in it, also 160 kilowatt, 167 kilowatt, 387 Newton meters powertrain, but it's positioned in the middle. So what does that include? Extra items for the ultra luxury derivative will include electrochromatic rear view mirror, heated steering wheel, 64 color ambient cabin lighting as opposed to 7 U's in the super luxury derivative. Napa leather seats rather than the standard leather used in other variants. Heated ventilated front seats, a driver seat massage function, and a front differential lock. So it's a locker in front also added, in addition to the otherwise standard rear items. So it comes standard with a rear lock, differential in the rear, which is a solid axle by the way. And then you're going to look at the front locker in the ultra luxury derivative, which makes it a deadly weapon. So for that few rand more, I would recommend you to have a look if you can for, what is that? What is the price difference? 50 grand for a front locker and that extra massage on the front seat. I would rather look at the front locker included. Then you get the top of the range, the Tank 302 liter HEV 980 4x4 Super Luxury, which also includes the hybrid powertrain based on a similar sized 4-pot, but churning out total system outputs of 255 kilowatt and 648 Newton meters. And your fuel consumption will drop down to 8.5 liters per 100 kilometers. Now, it will come with a 265/60 R17 tires, and you can upgrade to 18 inches of 265/60 R18 rubber if you want to. The Tank 300 luggage compartment can swallow up a claimed 400 liters. You can drop a 60-40 split rear bench drop to 1,635 liters in the rear. So it's quite a big car in the back. Tank pricing of 725,950 for the rear locked Tank 300. Front and rear locked Tank, you're going to look at 775,950. And with the electric motor included, front and rear locked, 851,950, of which you will get a little bit better fuel consumption. So quite a nice car to look forward to. I came on to something that was quite alarming, and this is alarm bells for high-end car makers. Alright, alarm bells for BMW, Mercedes and other high-end car brands in South Africa. And very interestingly, cash-strapped South African motorists are increasingly ditching high-end nameplates from Europe to opt for the more affordable Chinese vehicles when making their next purchase. The fundamental change came into the following side of, in the industry, the combined sales of Audi, BMW and Mercedes-Benz sank from 71,889 units in 2014 to a mere 26,202 in 23. The decline has been phenomenal. Chinese vehicle makers are coming into the market. Do you think is 73% of new cars pricing? Above what amount would you say that amount to? Let's have a look. Top Auto came and they made an analysis, and the ever-rising costs of all the vehicles. There are an estimate of 1,481 different models. Vehicles that is sold in South Africa, and that cost more than R500,000 for one vehicle. 73% of vehicles cost more than R500,000 in South Africa. Now this ever-rising cost, what made it increase like that? Inflation that added up, supply chain disruptions, safety and legal requirements, and consumer preferences. So the luxury technology new car pricing is just simply scary. So let's have a look at what happened in the Bakkie market in South Africa. Best-selling bakkies, Toyota Hilux 3,100 units, and then the Ford Ranger is 2,187. So quite a big difference between the number 1 and number 2 spot. The Isuzu D-Max 1,740 units. The Nissan NP200 is 1,276 units. Mahindra 715 units. The Nissan Navara at 449. The GWM series, 378 units. Amarok, 324 units. And then the new Toyota Land Cruiser 79 doubled its figure on the old one to 315 units for the month of February. The GWM Steed, 146 units, and the Jag, 143 units. Mitsubishi Triton, 88 units. Mahindra Bolero, 39 units. Peugeot Landtrek, 24 units. The Mazda BT50, 15 units. And then the Jeep Gladiator, 8 units only. Actually reached its most affordable Amarok models in South Africa. Why did they do that? After what we shared with you here now, why would they do that? Amarok models in South Africa, which is up to this point served as the entry-level models for both the single cab and double cab body styles. As a result, the Bakkie is now exclusively offered with 125 kilowatt, 154 kilowatt, and 184 kilowatt power plant. Previously, the two-door variants were available from a starting price of 505,000 and the four-door for 599. Now, the Bakkies will start at 581 and 650 respectively. The reason is you need the 110 kilowatt Amarok. It suffered in power and it couldn't pull a trailer or pull a caravan the way it should. So they started to ditch that. And I reckon people that buy the Amarok is more in the upmarket segment. So they will look at the more powerful unit. They will not go for the lesser power unit. Interesting move on Volkswagen's account. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this channel and the news that we are sharing with you here on, and we're looking forward in sharing with you a lot more in the coming months or years. And you must have a good day, and if you haven't signed up yet or liked this video, please consider subscribing and liking our videos and distribute it to your friends. Happy days.